Y'all, throughout my experience with dealing with modern day women, I know the games that they play. Once again, throughout my experience with dealing with modern day women, I know the games that they play. One of the number one games that modern women play is this. It's on first of all, modern day women they love to play the victim card. They always want people to look at them as though they're not at fault at certain behaviors that they do or certain decisions that they make. Then the second part of what they do is they always like to emasculate men. And the best way how the way they emasculate men is by saying that they either down low or saying that they're gay or homosexual, bisexual, any these type of things to try to emasculate a man. They will do this. Okay. Ellie So is no different in this situation. Now I've been in 2022. I've been kind of hinting a lot about this situation with um Dalvin and Ellie So. I really haven't did any shows talking about this, but I just kind of hint on them based on other topics I've been talking about. But in 2023, I'm going to be uncovering a lot about them. I'm going to be talking a lot about them. I'm going to be talking a lot about their. I don't call it a relationship. I call it a business partnership. Once again, I don't call Dalvin and Ellie situation a relationship. I call it more of a partnership. And I'm going to reveal that to y'all throughout all of January. I'm going to reveal that to y'all. One of the biggest things I've been doing is that I've been going back and looking back at Dalvin's content, and I also been looking at Ellie's content as well too, from the point where they first, got together on the scene through this alleged relationship that they had, all the way to the breakup and all the way to this moment right here. But preferably tonight, I really want to talk about this moment right here. As y'all see right here, this is a photo of the latest live that Ellie So had did. In this live, she was revealing to her, I believe this is her friend or whoever this dude is, right? But they was having a conversation and talking about people being on the down low. All right. By me listening to this conversation, I could tell right off the bat that this was something that was planned. It was something that was scripted. It was something to try to trigger a emotional response. But is the who. What emotional response are they trying to get? Are they trying to get an emotional response from Davin? Or is it that they're really trying to get an emotional response from you as the viewer? I think it's a little bit of both, but even more so it's a more of an emotional response from the viewer because Ellie So knows that getting notoriety in the YouTube streets is gold. Getting notoriety in the YouTube streets, that's worth more than money. That's worth more than being monetized. That's worth more than her career as being a vlogging IG model. It's worth way more than that. So she would do whatever it takes as a modern day woman to get that notoriety, to get that fame, to get that support. This is the reason why Ellie So went throughout her content, when she finally started doing content on YouTube. This is the reason why she plays this victim like role as though she's a spiritual person. She's connected with, the universe or with God. But to be honest with you, I really haven't too much heard or mentioned much about God in her content. But I know for a fact that she been talking a lot about spirituality, talking about being oneness, being one real self, and encouraging her viewers to be the same way. She been doing a lot of quote unquote self help, which is encouraging her viewers to work out, encouraging her viewers to to have eat a certain diet, all these different things. But you got to realize this, y'all. You got to realize this. The reason why she's doing this is because at the end of the day, Ellie So is out for the notoriety. Period. She want you as a subscriber, she want you as the viewer to accept her. And she would do anything to get that acceptance. She'll do anything to get that notoriety. She'll do anything for y'all to go onto her page and hit that like button. She'll do anything for y'all to go in her comment section and to comment praises to her. Oh, Ellie So, you're such a wonderful, spirited young lady. Oh, Ellie So, we know that Dalvin did these things to you, and we agree with you. Oh, Ellie So, you not only encourage me, but you encourage my daughter and my grandmom and my mama, and you're just a breath of fresh air. These are the things that she's looking for. She wants this notoriety. She wants this attention. That's the reason why she does her vlogging content as well too, because she wants the attention. So why is I'm mentioning all this? Why me, Urban, is mentioning all this? The reason why I'm mentioning all this is because once again, I preferably want to talk about this little situation with her and her. I'm assuming that this is her bisexual friend. I'm assuming that. I'm assuming that he's either bisexual. I'm assuming that he's probably, gay or whatever. But the case, it doesn't matter to me because at the end of the day, I don't care. But she purposely did this episode on her show to play a victim role. Now, those of you who had tuned into this particular one show, you could hear it throughout the whole entire conversation where Ellie So was playing more a victim role. What do I mean by that? She was revealing that she didn't know nothing about the alleged guy, which we all know that she's talking about Dalvin, but she didn't. She had this whole situation to where she didn't know that Dalvin was bisexual. She didn't know that Dalvin was, quote unquote, trapped in the closet. She didn't know these things. But yet and still, she made the decision to still be with him. So I'm gonna call bullshit on it. All right. Reason why I'm call bullshit on the situation is for this. It's because once again, Ellie So, she's first of all, she resembles modern day women behavior. Modern day women are way, way, way more intelligent. Modern day women, they know the things that they do and they're very strategic in when they do it. Ellie So is no different. Now, she is saying all these things because of what every other woman would do to men, which is to, like I say, is to emasculate that man. To emasculate that man is to slander that man character, because she know that one of the biggest things that men have with them is their pride in their ego. And so what women do, they will attack a man pride and ego by saying, oh, he must be bisexual. Oh, he must be gay. And the reason why they say these things is because they don't want this man to qualify for any other type of woman out there They want this man to be only eligible to them and only them. So, what's the best way to do that? The best way to do that is to say that that dude either bisexual or gay, whatever, because she know and she understand that if she say this thing right, no other woman is going to try to pursue him. No other woman is going to give him the time of day. Therefore, he become ineligible in the dating market. Therefore, he'll be eligible to be with her if she choose for him to be with her, or yeah, if she choose to be with him. Sorry, but that's where it boils down to. Time and time again, I've seen this same type of behavior over and over again, where different women do these different things to men and say these different things, to men every single time. Every single time, and it never fails. And this situation no different. Now, just because she had this little live, right, actual live with this dude, right? Ellie Soul had actually mentioned this before, hinting on that Dalvin was homosexual or bisexual. She did this before. So this isn't the first time she did this. A matter of fact, those of y'all who been following the timeline with Dalvin and Ellie Soul, it was one time where she once again tried to emasculate Dalvin by saying what? By saying that this dude was violent. Once again, she did it by saying that this dude was violent. Now, it was strategic when she did that, right? And I want y'all to know this. It was strategic when she did that. During that time when she did that, that was during the same time where women were dealing with the Me Too movement. Women were dealing with the I'm coming out and I'm going to speak my truth movement. So during that time, she knew that all this stuff was going on. Even we was going through campaigns and stuff talking about DV, which is domestic violence, and all these different things. All that was going on during the time when she had released that statement saying that Davin was violent, that he have control issues. And also during that time, that's when even in social media, even through the governments on the United States and other countries as well, right? Even then, that's when they was pushing this whole narrative about what? You guessed it, about people seeking mental help. People seeking mental help. So therefore, she ended up on low-key releasing a statement saying that there was something wrong with Dalvin, that he had violent tendencies. Then other people start pointing it out. Other like content creators start pointing it out. They're like, look at this. They'll take a one segment or clip out of one Dalvin's mukbang videos and say, look at this. Look how he's treating Ellie. Look what he's saying to Ellie. It got to be true. Not realizing that all of that is part of who Dalvin is. Now, one thing that I have noticed on this by me spending months looking at Dalvin's content. There are two things that I know without a shadow of doubt that Dalvin is. One thing is that his personality is not narcissistic, but his personality is that he is a better word to put it, he is a more of a obnoxious man. And he be this way because it's part of his personality and he want attention. And so he figured that the best way for him to get this type of attention is for him to be obnoxious. And that's what he was with Ellie. He was obnoxious with her. That's the first thing. The second thing about Dalvin, which I'm going to be doing a show talking about this in the coming up weeks too, as well. The second thing with Dalvin is this: is that Dalvin is without a shadow of doubt 100% beta. Once again, Dalvin is 100% a beta. He's a beta male. Throughout the weeks, I'm going to reveal to y'all my findings about how I know without a shadow of doubt that this dude is a beta, that he's a beta male. He's to be honest with you, he's kind of borderline beta male simpish too, to be honest with you. But then, like I say, when I do my show talking about Dalvin, I'm gonna reveal all that to y'all. But tonight we're talking about Ellie right now in this particular situation. All right. So Ellie Soul, she created this whole narrative again. Now it's people in the mukbang sector, it's people in the tea sector, content creators and the like, putting out, including myself, putting out on material saying that, well, if Ellie is saying it and she ended up bringing this dude on her and they have all this dramatic music playing in the background, Ellie Soul is drinking wine with a cranberry in there. So it got to be true. It got to be true that Dalvin is down low. It got to be true. But I'm going to reveal to y'all that all of this is a game. All of this being a game. This is a game that she's playing. This is a game that Dalvin is playing. Hell, this is a game that they even incorporated her friend into to have a little filler episode. All of this is part of a game that they're running. And just like I say, I'm going to go into more detail about this fake relationship that they say that it was, but it really wasn't. And I'm going to reveal to y'all the reason why I believe that it is a fake relationship in the upcoming weeks. So, Miss Ellie, so I see right through you. I see right through the things that you're doing. I see right through the fake and phoniness that you are doing. I see that you're trying so hard to pretend to be something that you're really not. I see through it. Now, does it bother me? No, not at all. It doesn't bother me. Because at the end of the day, it's just content. That's me being a content creator. So no, it doesn't bother me. I'm not losing sleep over it or anything like that because I don't care. Because in the day, it's y'all life and whatever it is that y'all do, it is what it is. But me being a content creator who's speaking out against, speaking out against, modern day women as yourself treating men the way that you are, absolutely, I'm gonna speak out against it and I'm gonna say something about it because what it is wrong and it's foul. Once again, it's wrong and it's foul. And so, yeah, I am going to talk about it and I'm going to speak out against it. Now, like I say, at the end of the day, I'm, I know without the shadow of doubt that you're saying these things about Dalvin because it creates content and it's giving you what you want, which is the notoriety that you want from YouTube, which is the notoriety that you want from Instagram. Because I know it's not money that you're seeking, because I could tell by how the way you carry yourself. I could tell by how the way you dress. I could tell by, thus how the way you move that money is no object to you at all. So the only other currency that you need is notoriety. And so at the end of the day, this is what you're doing. Once again, you want this notoriety, you want this fame, and you're going to get it. And it's going to keep going and going and going until y'all want it to stop. So, in this particular situation, as me being a Sigma male, I just don't tolerate. I just can't tolerate injustice. And I can't tolerate when people do things to other people. And this situation, that's exactly what you're doing. You're attempting to dethrone this man by creating a narrative out there. And you're wrong for that, period. Tune in, y'all, as I begin to reveal more and more things about this fake situationship with Davin, which is Zaddy Chunk Chunk, which I really don't like calling that dude that because it's weird for a dude to call another dude Zaddy. So that's why be honest with y'all, that's why I use his actual name, which is Davin, because I'm I ain't doing it. It just ain't happening. I'm not calling this dude Zaddy. No, not at all. Nope. But I'm going to through the coming up on weeks and stuff. I'm going to be revealing more and more about their relationship or their fake relationship and their behavior too. So tune in, y'all. It's going to be a roller coaster this month.